Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here. In this video we're going to look at a new mod map released for Farming Simulator 19. This is Lands of River Po by Miki48. It's 270.15 megabytes to download. The description in the mod hub says, "Welcome to the lands of the Po River. Fully flat standard size map reproducing an area rich in canals and marshy areas. There are standard crops, compatible with seasons and precision farming, 38 fields of various sizes, the farm with cows and chickens, 13 points of commerce where to sell various products, 3 points where to buy various products, the BGA, the shop and workshop, 3 forest areas and some free areas where to place objects that can be positioned." Had a quick look round earlier, and from some of the sell points, I'll show you quick, I was getting an Italian vibe from it with the names, as you can see, Consorzio Agricolo. We'll look at the map in a minute. So I googled River Po, and it is actually a river in Italy called the Po, and apparently it's the longest river in Italy. So I was right with my guess of an Italian map, and I did a little bit of research, which I don't normally do. So the map, we are here. I'm on new farmer mode. This is the map. Fairly straightforward. It's not huge as in like sort of terms of amount of fields and that, etc. In new farmer mode we start off with this big area here, which is your farm, just your farmyard. Interestingly enough, you don't start off with any fields, so bear that in mind. If you wanted to buy this area in the other free modes, it's 550,000, just over. Field prices vary, so 16 is quite small, that's 90,000. 18 takes in a bit more chunk of the land, it's 271. 14 is 236. I think over here 22 and 23 come together with this little section. That's 746. 36 is quite small. We've got a large placeable area down here, which we will look at later. That's 458. 34 is 193. 33 is 181. We've got the free forestry areas that it talks about, which is here, here and over here. Obviously you can buy these, they're in chunks, some bigger than the others, so you get quite a bit of land with this one. That's 711,000. That's 572. This is split up into sort of different sections. 506. That's a whopping 1.192 million. Down the bottom here it's split up again. 959. Just over a million. 909. You can sort of see different shades of this sort of green look. So this is a lighter shade of green. If it's lighter shade you can't buy it. So this section you can. Around the lime station you can't buy that. You can't buy this little bit. I'm sure there was another section somewhere, this little bit. But there you go. There's a BGA just over here which we can buy. That's 166,848. And there's all your sell points which we will take in. You've got a lime station buy point there, but there's various other things that you can buy there, which is quite handy. It's quite a handy little place that will be on this map, which again we will cover. So like I say, I'm in new farmer mode. We start off here at our farmhouse. We do have a sleep trigger, which is just here. You can't go in the farmhouse, which is a bit of a shame. What I'm going to do is quickly look at our equipment, because there is a few modded in bits, and we'll discuss that sort of department, so to speak. So in new farmer mode, it's 745 slots out of 1,299. You can obviously get that slot count down, but we do start off with some pretty good equipment and quite a bit of equipment. In the other two modes, farm manager and start from scratch, you start off with nothing, no equipment or no land, and that's 488 slots. In new farmer mode, if you do sell everything, that will go down to 488 slots as well, and I will show you a clip in a second when we've looked at our equipment of what this farmyard area looks like with nothing on it. But in new farmer mode, we start off with Fent Favorite 511C, a New Holland T6 125, New Holland T8 435, New Holland TX32 harvester. I never know how to say this. Is it Shootmaker trailer, which is like a forage trailer. The Agroliner TKD 302 trailer, header for your harvester, corn header for your harvester. Got a small plough, small cultivator, a seeder, fertiliser spreader, manure spreader, slurry spreader, the Joskin Aquatrans for your water. You got a front loader with a bucket for a front loader, and then we've got some modded in things now. Now this and the silo, and I think the bunker silo, they've got like the standard in-game pictures, but this cow pasture, it says mod on it because I think it is modded in specifically for this map, which we'll see. It looks slightly different to the standard in-game one. That holds 200 cows like the standard in-game one. You got a large chicken coop, which looks different in the picture, and it is slightly different, so that's modded in. That's 400 chickens that will hold. And these two silos, they don't look any different to me than normal standard ones, and I can't see anything different about them. So it just takes your standard crops, and it's 200,000 litres, which is exactly the same as the in-game one. So I don't know why it's saying a mod, and it looks visibly looks the same to me, as does this small bunker silo. So I'm not sure why they're mods. And then you've got these sheds, which we'll see. All of the sheds in your garage here and your own items are on your farmyard. So you do start off with all these in new farmer mode. So you've got all these sheds, and then you've got one with doors on, and then we've got our farmhouse. So like I say, if we sell all that off, your farm area will look something like this. But there is modded in things. So in the animal pens, you've got the cow pasture and the chicken coop, because they are slightly different to the standard in-game ones. There wasn't anything miscellaneous or decoration. Silos, you've got your bunker silo and grain silo, but as you can see, 200,000 litres, which is exactly the same as that one, so I'm not sure that's modded in. Done decoration. And be careful, your farmhouse isn't there to buy again, so if you sell it, you won't be able to get that back. And the sheds as well are not in this shed section, so if you sell all of your sheds or any of your sheds, you won't be able to get those sheds back again. So just be aware. So we'll have a quick run round the farmyard. We've got some nice sort of lighting around the tracks. There's one of your sheds over there, the open one. One of your tractors and trailers out there and you're open. I didn't park that there, that's where it starts off. This is the shed with the doors. They open inwards, so be careful you don't park anything too close to the doors. There's no lights in any of the sheds. More shed space there. Then we'll run over here. Where are we? Get my bearings. Run over this way. This is our chicken coop, which you can see is different to the in-game one. So you've got your dialogue box just there. Like I say, 400 chickens. Your eggs are going to spawn there. And your feed trough is just there. You've got more sheds there with all our equipment in. And again, sheds over here. I have noticed on this map, and like I say, I've only had a quick whiz round to get my bearings, but there's a couple of little things that are off. And one of them's just down here on our farm. So as you can see there, that shed's off the ground. Because if we crouch down, you can see the ground's just, you know, it's deformed there. You can see the slope, so that's probably going to need an update, or will need an update. And there's another bit of ground that's gone funny like that somewhere else near one of the forestry areas. This is our cow pasture barn, which you can see again is slightly different to the in-game one. So you got your slurry and your manure there. Everything's pretty self-explanatory, which is quite good. You got your water trough just there, your milk trigger just there, and then your feed all along the front there. And just round the corner we've got our dialogue box for buying our cows. There's your standard bunker silo, which I said doesn't look any different to the standard in-game one. We've got another shed there, and then over the back here on the map it comes up as water field trigger, but it's just to sort of back in and fill up from the sort of pond. And then in the middle there we've got the large grain silo. New farmer mode, you start off with crops in there, but it doesn't look any different to the in-game standard in-game one, unless it's me making that up. Right, so let's go and have a little look around the map. We'll grab this little tractor, I think, seeing he's nearest and on his own. And we'll do like a clockwise tour around the map. It's got some nice features to it, like you've got all the canals and the waterways and that, which you'll see as we go around. And like it says on the mod hub description, it is quite flat, as you can see, so you shouldn't have any trouble placing anything. And what I do like is a lot of the fields have got scope for you to either join them up or extend them. So you've got these two there that you could easily extend, turn that into one big one. There is traffic on here, and there is also contracts available. So we'll go down to the first of one of our sell points. Which is... oh, this is the Consorzio Agro Colo or something like that it was. Which is just there. So out of our farmhouse we come along, across here, along there and down. Consorzio Agricolo, which is there. Let's go back to the start. That's going to be one of your sort of main sale points. It takes your standard crops: potatoes, sugar beet and sugar cane. I think that is it. As you can see, the piles of sugar beets and potatoes behind. So back out, there's another sale point just to our left, which I think was the supermarket. People walking around, which is quite good. So yeah, just round the back there we've got supermarket. As you can see, that does potatoes, eggs and milk, and that is it. And then if we take this left road here, which doesn't actually show on the map, we've got sort of quite a few houses to make a sort of built up area. Just to our right we've got the petrol station, fuel station, as you can see. And if we come along here, we've got the animal dealer and another sale point. Now, most of these sale points, I think the supermarket's the only exception, have got these gates on them. Let's turn that off so you can see. Ah, typical. Some of them have got a sign on the gate. Oh, it has there. So it says open 8, close at 10. These don't actually open until 9 AM, and you can't open them yourself manually. So if they're shut, if you turn up before 8 AM, I only tried a couple of them, but the ones I tried I couldn't open manually. But they opened for me at 9, so whether they do shut at 10 or whether it's going to be an hour later, again I'm not sure. I haven't tested that. But we have got our animal dealer just there, and then we have got just in here our sale point, which is going to be for your bells. So we came out of supermarket, cut across here, petrol station, then we're at barn, which is going to do all your silage, grass, hay, loose or in bales, as you can see. So then we'll come out of there and we'll come up and we'll visit Casificio, which I think is just a milk sale point. Ah, actually, there's that sale point there as well. What's that? I didn't realise that. That's not actually showing on the map, so I'm not sure about that. Unless that's a place to tip your loose product with those items, I'm not sure. I feel bad now because I didn't spot that and I've not tested it. But it's not showing on the map, there's only one sale point there. So apologies for that. Right, I'm just going through into this milk sale point. So your barriers lift up automatically. It's pretty obvious it's milk. There's loads of pictures of cows about. So just there is your sell point. If we whiz down through here, got another sale point, which I think was hotel, just by the yellow railings there. You come through and there's your other sale point. So let's untag that because that's annoying. We came through there, up into the milk sale point, down into hotel, which is going to take potatoes, eggs and milk, and that's just it. So you've got plenty of options on here for sale points. So now we'll come out of the hotel, we'll come straight up across, we'll visit the lime station, which is going to be a very handy place for this map, like I said. I'm not even going to stop for traffic. So yeah, you can see it's all sort of flat areas. I've got to show you just over there, there's your first forestry area. When we were at the animal dealer, I forgot to show that in the background. It's got some cool little bridges on here where you go across the sort of canal. And then we've got a little roundabout coming up. And if you're not sure what they sell in here, it's pretty much all there on the list. But I did actually test this. So first of all, out of this one, we've got liquid fertilizer and herbicide. This next one's manure. Then we've got slurry. Then we run across here. This one here is solid fertilizer. Then we've got lime just under there, so you pull in under there and it comes out, the trigger comes up. And then round the back we've got seeds in this tank here, and this is the handiest one I think. This comes up as animal food, and you can buy from there hay, TMR or total mixed ration, grass, straw, pig food and silage. So very handy place that's going to be. So we'll now come out of here and we'll go up there across and we'll visit the port area, which is just up here. Try not to crash. I'm determined to do one map tour one day without crashing. I'm not sure if I have on this map yet. So again, another cool little bridge. You've got all the water out there with the big ships out there. And like I say, on the right there you've got this huge area that could be turned into a field or whatever you like with it. And then just on the left up here we've got a slim rectangular placeable area with some floodlights inside, so that could be used for something. Interesting plot of land. So I'm going to be naughty and skip across the roundabout. Most of the sell points as well have got a sign outside so you can see where it is. So this is area export. So just over here is this sell point, which is area port export, which is up the top, and that is going to be potato, sugar beet and sugar cane, like so. And then we'll whiz round the back, and then that's going to be a sell point for timber, your lumber. it's just been made up like a big sort of dock area. So just there is your sell point for your timber, like so. So we'll whiz out back the way we came in, because I think that's the only way in and out. I'm not sure whether that barrier would be shut at before 9, so whether you come up there before 9 and it opens up or not, I'm not sure. So we've got sort of forestry area now to our right. I will drive through a little bit of it, because yeah, this is a bit where the ground's missing. I think it was down here, but it looks lovely. Look across the sea there and the coast. Yeah, just here, half the track's missing here, look. So I don't know what that's all about. Obviously you can still make it through there, it's not an issue. Now I need to get my way back out onto the main road where that bridge is. Because now we're going to visit the shop. Another bridge. Loads of bridges. Here is the shop, which by the look of it, it's definitely a New Holland dealership, possibly John Deere as well. So we'll jump out. Just inside you've got the shop menu trigger. Nice little details with a little show stand or something like that. We've got a workshop trigger just in there, and your icon there. And if you buy, lease anything, it appears here, and that's also your reset point, like so. We'll jump in, we'll have a quick look at the map, show you what we've done. So we came out of the port area, we came down through here along the half track, whatever you want to call it, across the bridge, along there to the shop, then we'll come back down that way, across the other bridge, into the sawmill, and go from there. Just do a bit of overtaking. I think it's the next right, because you've got again another little sort of residential place just there. There you go, there's another sign there telling you the sawmill. This has a gate as well. So you've got your trigger area there with your icon, and then you have got wood chips here, and you can see the hazard marks for your trigger area. But like I say, there's no price for wood chips. So we'll come out of here. I think it's the BGA next. So yeah, all this looks quite cool. I like that with all the water around. Very nice. It's quite a big area here for placeables as well out the front. But the actual entrance is just here again. It's got a sign outside. this gate is shut, so I'm assuming we can open it ourselves. Just your standard BGA. You've got your digester there, your digestate pipe there, 2 bunker silos. I thought I'd go this way because you can see there's quite a big area as well, nice and flat and open. If you wanted to add anything in there, providing you own it, of course. Now I think we want to go straight across here, so we came out of the sawmill, down BG8. Yeah, we want to go to Molino. I think this is the one that's got a different name out the front. Yeah, so it says Farina, but there's your sale point there. So Molino, just there is going to be a sort of second main sale point, I guess. They are mixed up a bit, so that's quite good. You've got plenty of options. No, it just does actually corn, wheat, barley and oats. So really Consorizio Agricolo is your main sale point, I'd say. We'll come back out of here and we'll go to Oleficio. I'm probably murdering these names, but I am trying. I like this area to the right. That's sort of your marshland, one of your marshlands areas. It's quite cool. Again, this area there, look, you could use as a field. Bit of a hedge in between there, like so. Little canal there. So just inside, there you go, there's your sale point just there in front of us, and this will do sunflowers and corn, I think it was. Yeah, that's it. Pretty cool. Next up, we'll come out of there and I'll come down. You'll see a little bit of the forestry area on the right, and I'll show you this huge flat placeable area. Definitely got potential though, this map. I mean, it's not going to be for everyone. People don't like complete flat maps. But then some other people like them flat so they can build all their own farms and do what they want with it. So to your right there you can see your forestry area, and you got this huge area here which you could do whatever you want with. Build your own farm. If you've got the factories packed and stored, you could put a load of them down there, plough it up, make it a big field. World is your oyster. Now I think we've only got one sell point left, which is the spin. No, we haven't actually, sorry, I made this mistake earlier when I was planning out my route. There's one more after this, I think. So spinnery, just there as your hazard mark. So we came up there, spinnery, yeah, we need to come up there and finish off there in Sucerificio. Yeah, that's the one. Again, nice marshland areas just there, sort of all the reeds, and I suppose they're going to be bulrushes. go, nice and flat. And then I like this little water feature there where it's all pumping out. That's quite cool. And right up the very end, we've got another sign there telling us what this place is. And it's another gated sell point. And then right in front of us, just there, is your sell point, which is obviously this one here. I'm not going to try and say it again, which only does sugarcane, which is very interesting. I think that is pretty much it. If we came back out that road again and went across, you'd be back sort of opposite the entrance to your farm. So that is pretty much it. That is Lands of River Poe by Meeky48. I hope you've all enjoyed the map tour. If you have, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.